It's history. Barack Obama prepares to step down from a largely successful reign as America's president over the past 8 years. World leaders and everyday global citizens have been sending their love to him and his family for months. What has the Obama presidency meant to you? Oh, wow. Everything. A sea change, you know, doors opening, and some reality checks. you know, um, the beautiful moment, this that marks this time in history is marred by so much uh, racism and evil, and you really see where people stand when they start talking about certain things. And on one hand, that's heartbreaking. And on the other, well, it just means that there's a lot more work for us to do. And we can't sit still, we can't sit down or close our eyes or be apathetic. And we have to really concentrate on educating every young person we come in contact with. Because if they don't know history and it's being made before their very eyes, we're going to have a problem. So one thing I was happy to see, the President Obama, he really attempts to connect with that next generation. And he gets it, he gets it on all levels. So today, a Facebook friend posted that, a rapper, shoot, I can't remember his name, but he marched people to the polls. I think this was in Chicago. He was doing a concert, and then he marched a bunch of people to the polls, and it was black, white, Hispanic, everybody. And then it was beautiful, young and old. And that's beautiful to see. And so even though, the divisiveness of the Clinton-Trump campaign is kind of embarrassing, I think Obama made, in his past two terms, gave the young people and older folks something to hope for. Yes, I can make a change. I can do something. I can elect this black president, and the other thing I want to say is that his family is just beautiful. So just as you say, Michelle, graceful, elegant, there's nothing that I can say that's wrong with them. Not ever. I'm very proud to have seen this moment.
Thank you. Anybody else? Including you, Leonie? I know you have a view on what's happening down here.
I have to be very careful. No, I mean, look, I was surprised to see Barack Obama win. I mean, I can't believe I'm going to admit this, what says on the internet, but like, I used to check every day Huffington Post to see if he had been killed during the campaign. Like every day. Like I totally expected it. And so to see him elected was like shocking. And I think on the international stage, it's rare to see Black leadership at that level demonstrated, that's not tied to controversy on the international stage. And yeah, it's just been great to kind of have him up there, as an example. Lots of people have been disappointed in his presidency, and I think much of that disappointment comes from maybe not understanding what the presidents do, and 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 it's tough because you go into these campaigns and it's all packaging. So it's the message is that there's someone there to save you and help you along the way. So I'm very I think he's done a lot on the world stage, especially for America. I think for repairing the reputation and relationship that America has with a lot of places in the world. Some places things are significantly worse. That has to be said. But yeah, and quite yeah. I just think I'm losing my words, but that's he will be missed. I saw like an 8-minute speech that he gave at a rally for Hillary Clinton last night, and I just thought he's an extraordinary advocate and connector of people. It'll be interesting to see what he does afterwards, but I think as time goes on, people will recognize him for being truly unique as among other presidents, and not just because of his blackness. I think his approach to things is very unique. Hope I didn't get in too much trouble there.
No, I think you're safe.
Thank you. Thank you. No, well, I believe in a balanced approach. Venita, what has the first biracial president meant to you?
Well, the first biracial president. Yeah, see, Leonie, I'm trying to love her as my but for some ungodly reason. No, I agree with Leonie. I think that Barack Obama is being missed already. He was missed 2 months ago. You know. And as a matter of fact, I think it was the Italian government, the prime minister, that is really going through some psychological changes. This for the fact that he's leaving. You know, so that just tells you how unique he is. You know, so I'm sure that sentiment is will resound throughout the world by 12 o'clock at night. When's that last vote in? Okay. But Michelle and I had a conversation the other night about Barack and some of the wonderful things that he has done that, for whatever reason people may have, I guess a lot of folks were really looking for him to, you know, open up the sky and all the heavens and all that stuff to happen. But he has done some wonderful things. And Michelle and I had a conversation about things that people don't notice, you know, things that made a huge difference. I know. And as far as his family is concerned, Michelle and I had a conversation about that. Well, I'm going to say it. His family did Black folks good, excellent. We cannot say that they were not just eloquent in everything they did. Michelle, it was absolutely fabulous. She definitely represented, you know. It makes me feel good, you know, being a Black woman, that I had her there, and she's just a lady. She's intelligent. She's direct. She's I just can't say enough about her. She's deliberate. There's no backstory. There's no nothing. She's just for the people. She loves people. She has a way of touching people. She understands people. Her children, the daughters, fabulous. You know, I am so proud of those 2 beautiful girls. No scandals, no nothing, kept it tight. And of course, her mother, which was the backbone of the White House. She kept it real tight. And that was fabulous. But no, he's going to be missed. I guess I can go into the political part of it, but it's, you know, once again, a lot of people don't understand politics, so they probably don't understand why they felt as though he did not do enough. But I guess they never heard of the Congress or the Senate or the House of Representatives, you know. So, but I miss him. I'm going to miss him.
Thank you. Well, I don't know how much I have to add to those sentiments. Like Leonie, I didn't believe he would be elected the first time, which I guess is a measure of how cynical I had become about American politics and the level of racism in this country. I never bought into the idea that we had moved into a post-racial period. And so because I didn't believe that, then I guess that is what made it, really impossible for me to believe that he would be elected. And then he was. So it was amazing to see that in my lifetime. And my mom passed in 2006. I only wish she had lived long enough to see it. But we saw it, and so I certainly never had the expectation that he would be a savior or a revolutionary or any of those kinds of things that I think have led to disappointment in a lot of people. He was the president of the United States, and the United States does some funky things around the world and here at home. And so, just because you are the leader of that does not mean that you are in a position to change all of that, even if you want to. So given what he had to work with, of being the leader of a highly diverse country, I think he's done an outstanding job, and I think what he has done for our imagination, for the imagination of our children, is beyond measure. It's simply beyond measure for Black children in particular. So I'm gonna miss him. I mean, we're never gonna have another president with the level of cool going on.
Yes. No more pimp walks
With
to the podium.
I mean, that in itself was an amazing thing to see. This is my 10th election, 10th presidential election. And so the first election that I voted in was 1980, when Ronald Reagan was elected. And so I've been involved in Reagan, who did we have? Carter, the Bushes, all of those, Bill Clinton, and I mean, Clinton had a little swag going on, but nothing like Barack, and the rest of them were just uptight old white men. And so it has been fascinating to see someone who made you feel like that you could relate to him, that he could understand, even if he didn't really understand, but he made you feel like he understood. And so I'm gonna miss that. But I'm grateful to have lived to see it.
Hmm.
Mhm.